On this episode of the Boar Hat Forecast, Errol and Cameron Lotz have a devastating run-in with a giant bird, meet two new heroes, and will be giving away a valuable coupon code at the end. So be sure to stay tuned and stick around for all the excitement on the Boar Hat Forecast. Salutations, dear knights, and welcome to the Boar Hat Forecast, our community live stream. I'm Cameron Lotz, and I have the distinct pleasure of being joined once again by my good friend Errol.
You consider me a good friend?
Errol, I introduce you every time as my good friend.
Well, I'm honored either way.
We do
Hello.
Belmoth raids.
Hello, and welcome. I'm Errol. Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to be here, and I hope you guys are excited as well.
And remember, we have prepared a wonderful gift of 30 of each normal demon materials, 3 SSR pendants, a Part 1 SSR ticket, and 5 diamonds. So make sure you stay tuned for that coupon code at the end of the stream.
I know I'll be using that coupon code, so...
Oh, me as well.
So before we get started, I have to know, how you doing, and where have you been?
Oh yes, my apologies for being gone for a couple months from the Boar Hat Forecast. As some of you may know if you tuned into the last Boar Hat headlines, we were talking a lot about vacations, and I felt inspired to take one myself.
Where'd you end up going?
Oh, I went to the beach, I dipped my toes in the sand and had a couple of s'mores myself.
You know, s'mores is one of my favorite treats, not gonna lie.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. I make mine with dark chocolate, and it's delicious, if I say so myself.
Never had one of those before.
Really? Well, I have a bitter taste bud, so it tastes good. But anyways, speaking of bitter, last time you didn't pull Mage Chandler again. Any updates on that situation?
Actually, I do have an update. I've pulled him not once, but twice now. I have a 2-6 Chandler.
Twice!
And man, do I feel stoked to finally be able to move on with my journey of becoming the best knight in Britannia.
Have you been able to use him much?
A few times, yeah. I use him on my melee team, but you know the meta is kind of Bon and Princess Ludocio now.
Margaret Ludocio. What an interesting character. Well, let's get straight into the action you've been waiting for. Sorry for stalling for so long.
First up, we have not one but 2 new heroes joining the battle this week.
2.
2. Say, Cameron, have you heard anything about this?
Why, yes I have, Errol. That's why I'm here, after all. Battlefield Guardian Princess Brunhild will be joining the battle. She's a green unit and the latest Ragnarok hero to join the fight. But Errol, who might the second unit be?
It looks like Ragnarok, Blessing Earth, Deanne, another green fighter, will be joining her as well. I think we should dive deeper into these new characters and see what it is they can actually do.
Yes, let's do it, Errol. First off, Princess Brunhild is 23 years old, a human, and her favorite food is honey pudding. Yep. Looks like her birthday is January 7th, and she has a blood type A. Her ideal date is April 25th, because it's not too hot and not too cold. Please give a warm welcome to Princess Brunhild.
Not too hot, not too cold. Did you even do your homework?
Clearly.
We want to know about her moves. What can she do? Tell us her skills. Is she OP?
Errol, nobody wants to hear that. Don't you read all the comments saying, "We already know," or "Tell us something we don't know"? The people want to hear the insider information, like the fact that she is 5'5" and weighs...
Hey. Let's leave that one alone. Anyway, how about some of them skills, though? A good amount of people probably still want to know.
Well, if you insist.
I do insist.
I am a man of the people. Princess Brunhild's passive is called Spear of Victory. It increases the hero's basic stats for every alive ally in battle. It also increases all hero stats when an ally dies. Spear of Victory applies when entering battle, but excludes PvP and death matches.
Her first skill is called Nimble Spear, and inflicts death damage to one enemy.
Her second skill, Stab Rush, inflicts power strike damage on one enemy.
Her ultimate move is called Valkyrie Strike, and inflicts damage on one enemy, and restores the HP of all allies by a percentage of the damage dealt.
Our second hero preview is none other than Ragnarok, Blessing of the Earth, Deanne. Her blood type is O, so there is potential for her to be a universal donor. Now, Don't you think that's neat, Errol?
Cameron, do you even know your own blood type?
Her passive is called Magic of the Earth. In PvP, it removes up to 3 buffs and debuffs on the enemy when the hero uses a skill. For each buff or debuff removed by this effect, it increases damage dealt by 40%. This applies before skill activation.
Her first skill, Triple Thrust, inflicts damage on 1 enemy. It also fills the ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs.
Her second skill, Rock Blast, inflicts damage on 1 enemy and disables attack skills for 2 turns.
It's pretty intense.
Very.
And her ultimate move, Giant Eyes, increases all allies' damage dealt for 2 turns and inflicts massive damage on all enemies.
She seems to pack quite the punch. Well, tell us in the comments which teams you would use with these units. It looks like Princess Brunhild is mainly a PvE unit with a passive like that. As for Blessing of Earth Diane, perhaps a revival of the Festival King and Demon Hendrickson team is in order.
Did they really ever truly live, though?
Well, at the very least, they did live in my heart.
Okay, buddy. I believe you. It's okay.
Well, let's get straight into the next thing, well, shall we?
Let's do it. So, I think it's time to talk about this big bird battle that everyone is talking about.
Yes, so we're going to challenge the new demonic beast battle, Hreisvelgr. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but just in case it isn't, Hreisvelgr?
Sounds pretty close.
Hreisvelgr. But we'll most often call him the Big Bird, because I think that's what you, the community of all, have named him. So the way you can challenge is if you unlock chapter 237 of the story mode, you have unlocked the ability to challenge Hreisvelgr himself. And needless to say, he is very, very difficult. He is easily the most difficult boss in this game, in the history of the game. Probably for a while, he's going to be the most difficult content in the game.
So we're going to challenge him today. I can't promise we're going to win, but we're going to try to get through at least the first level. Other things to note is the team that you pick. You can only choose 4 players, and once you pick them, your team is set. Other caveat here is once you set your team, once you move on to the next level, you cannot change anything, and your health carries on. So that's something very important to remember. Mm-hmm. So we went ahead and went with...
can you pull up the team, Aaron?
Yeah, of course, I reset that real quick. So we went with Margaret Ludo for her buffs. She has a pretty solid ult. We went with Green Liz for her cleansing, specifically, as well as being able to rush ults. Mm-hmm. Tank Diane, because we need someone to take some damage. She's not really a huge attacker, but she can definitely add some damage. And then our big boy, Sariel, is the one we're going to try to do the most DPS. And he's just, a solid attacker.
Yeah, so we have done 2 attempts at this before the live stream just to get some practice in because he is that difficult, and I'm going to let you know now. We failed both times.
That's a fact.
It's okay, though. So as you can see on the screen here, Hreisvelgr has 3 different stages, and each stage has 4 different phases. And just a quick shout out to Marilli. We did watch a couple of your guides just so we can get a good sense of the team. So this team is heavily inspired by some of your guides, so thank you for that. But
shall we get started?
I think we shall. 3rd time's the charm, as they say.
Let's go.
All right, let's challenge the first stage.
Food doesn't matter here either, so...
All right, let's look at this beautiful entrance.
So we're going to work at this as a team. I'm running the ship, but this is my co-pilot here.
First mate Cameron Lott, at your service, Errol.
Glad to have you here.
All right, so what is the general strategy we have here for this first phase?
So first phase, we want to...
Also, what can he do?
Oh yeah, let's take a look.
Before we get into that, let's see what he can do.
All right, his moves. We have Hunting Dive, or inflicts some spike damage, and then it looks like Air Blast does bleed damage 2 turns, and the ult is just a big old attack. Let's see if anything major standing out here. Ignores evasion, decreases enemies' regeneration rate, and
Lifesteal as well. That's big.
Decreases the hero's damage taken from ultimate moves. So that's another one. Let's see what else. No attributes matter, so that's good.
Oh, that's a big thing. So I really like this because it makes it so you can really pick whoever you want on your team regardless of attributes to whatever you try out. Again, this team we're using, it is not the only team, and again, we haven't been able to succeed in our trial run, so we'll see. And the other stuff is very standard beast boss battles, immune to debuffs and petrification.
So our goal for this entire battle is to try to save up the Ludo buffs, and as well as these cards right here, this Power Strike. We want to try to get some gold levels if we can. So I'm going to start off by throwing off some, just get rid of some of the attacks here. I'm going to use the Cleave, and we'll save all this right here.
And since we have Green Diane's taunt passive from the start, we don't need to use her taunt yet. Alright, and that's some good damage for the first phase for just throwaway cards. Yes, our first...
Ooh, there we go.
That's great. That is already beautiful.
Right.
Our first run, we got one more of the Ludo's buff card, and that was it for the rest of the fight.
And there goes her shield, that's okay. Doing some good damage. Yeah, we're looking alright. So, let's go. So we're going to go... I'm going to taunt here. I'm going to throw this up so we can get her ult started, so we can get some ult rush in action. We're going to do a Ludo attack, and we're going to do a Diane attack.
Yeah, we're still pretty healthy, and getting the taunt up from Diane will definitely help. We did add Tarmiel's Grace, so Green Giant Diane will have some recovery after each.
Which is critical, I think.
If we didn't have this taunt up, believe us, Sariel would not survive more than a couple turns.
So I think we can maybe push through, but might want to wait one more turn. He's going to do his ult move next.
Yeah, so we'll definitely want to heal here. But we have the ultimate for that.
We do. We do have that bleed, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and do the ult. Let's go with this Cleave card. This Ludo card. And I'm going to do a move here. What do you think?
Yeah, so you are the captain of the ship.
Alright, let's let it roll. So we'll push through next time. He's going to hit us with that ult, but I think based on where we are on the stage, we should be fine.
Yes, phase 1 isn't that scary. It's a good time just to gather the cards that you need.
Agreed.
Both times we tried this out, we died on almost beating it on the 4th phase. So the whole fight is something that you need to prepare for the 4th phase for.
Correct. So we're trying to get those solid gold cards to the very end. So from the very beginning, that's our plan, is to try to get as many of those gold cards as possible.
Now that's a lot of damage, but it's not something we didn't expect.
Yeah, exactly. So we have that hero card. It should be fine here.
Also, can we talk about that ult animation?
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and heal here, first and foremost, just so we can get that up. We're definitely going to push through. I think we should maybe save the ults. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm under the impression that I don't think it's ever too bad to waste Diane's ult, because she doesn't do too much.
You're right.
But I think we should try to use the attack cards first in case, and try to save the ult from there.
Last. We're doing pretty good on Ludo cards, but not as good as I'd like on the Sariel cards.
Yes, we definitely need more power strikes.
Okay, let's see if we save that.
And we don't have to use Diane's ult.
So we save the ult. So round 2, pushing to the phase 2. So we're going to check out what makes phase 2 different than phase 1. Alright. Let's take a look. Alrighty. So, ultimate of damage is still decreased. HP is still decreased. Still ignoring evasion. Debuff cancel is the thing. effect immunity.
I think he has different attack cards this turn.
Here. Lightning strike, spike damage, and flap tornado.
Nope, I think this is the
so.
relatively same to this first phase.
Alright, so let's do some ults here, I think. Let's go DNs here. Might as well throw up Ludo's.
I agree.
And then I'm going to throw up the Sario card so we get his ult next turn. And then I'm going to go ahead and waste this DN card too.
Hey, she's putting out a respectable amount of damage.
She's doing her job.
Not really, but she's doing her job. 79,000. Not too great, but it'll function.
There we go.
There we go. That's the big damage. Oh yes, about the sets we're running. Well, we're on phase 2. For Margaret Ludociel, we are running attack crit damage. For Liz, we are running HP defense.
Correct.
Green Dian, HP defense as well. And then for Sario, we're running attack crit damage.
So we would love another health card here soon.
Yes, we're looking dangerously low, but I think we'll be able to push the phase here.
Definitely push the phase if we want to.
Even without the ultimate, I think.
Okay, let's try that without. So let's go. Let's cleave it. I think that should do it.
Do you want to move the Goddess Elizabeth card to get her ult and then use it?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because I don't think we'll need the taunt. Just move it and then...
Move it again?
No, use it.
Oh, right.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, no problem.
There we go. Good. Good call. Now, RNG just give us some Sario cards. Round 3, so this kind of changes up a little bit, so we'll check that again here. Got a lot of buffs. There we go. Okay, so I can work with that. Not as many stacks as I'd like, but let's take a look here. So, more importantly, there's an extra move that has been added. Lightning Strike, weak point damage to against debuffed enemies. So we want to make sure we get rid of those debuffs.
Because that'll do 900% damage of his attack if we're debuffed, so...
Yeah, that's not
dangerous.
Alright.
And this phase also removes buffs, so... Even if we have that taunt up, once he attacks, debuffs on that will be gone as well. But we definitely need a heal here, for sure.
So I think we should do this play. So my goal is to get that gold buff card from Ludo. So I'm going to do a taunt here. And then I'm going to, I guess I should should we save Sario's ult?
I don't know if we're in position to at this moment. And I think we should be able to get it back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I might live to regret those words.
We shall see.
And let's fire that off and again pray for some more resistance power strike cards from Sario. Oh, also a big thing on this phase. There is a damage cap. So if you notice, it only did about 150,000 damage there. That is the max amount of damage you can do per hit.
So we have more Ludo cards. That's solid. Again, Sario is not with us today. He's taking a break.
He's relaxing on the sidelines.
He hasn't come back from vacation.
Yeah, and Dian's not looking good.
No.
This might be our worst run yet. Ah.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw up this to cleanse this with just this 2 here. We'll save that gold.
Yes, we definitely need that. I think we do ult with Margaret here. And then can we get Elizabeth's ult again?
Yes, that's a wonderful idea.
We just gotta hope Dian can survive this turn. And again, we're only using the Ludociel's buff card to remove the debuff so that the weak point won't do as much damage. I don't know if we're gonna make it this time, Errol.
It's not looking good.
And I don't know if we forgot to mention, but this is a test build. You might have seen earlier that we had around 9,999 diamonds. This is not our account, however much we wish it was. And she's gone.
Down for the count.
But that doesn't mean we're dead yet.
No, I think we're
unless
still
we
okay.
draw. It is definitely not looking good.
Nope. So let's go.
I think we definitely have to ult here.
Leave?
Probably.
I'm just hoping we can push through, but I think we're gonna get ulted next turn.
I mean, wait.
No.
Really close.
But I do think we will survive this
Yes.
round.
Hopefully we'll be able to show you phase 4. I'm really happy he's targeting Margaret there. And again, much to our dismay, but probably to your pleasure, you get to see this beautiful ult animation again.
Okay, we survived. We made it! Woo! Alright.
Oh, don't speak too soon. Oh yes, we're fine.
Okay, so might as well. I think we could just push it through.
I think we use the level 1 Margaret buff just to cleanse as well.
Yeah, and then her attack.
And then attack, and then attack again.
This.
And this should show you phase 4. For some reason, this was the worst run we've had yet.
Hey, we made it to phase 4 at least.
Yes. And keep in mind, this is stage 1. There are 2 more stages after this that are
harder.
more difficult.
Alright, so I think the obvious move is just to go 1, 2, 3.
And we did get another Power Strike card.
We did.
And before this is over, we need to make sure we remember to
Oh yeah.
show you why we've at least tried to save up all of these cards. So we hit the max damage threshold again here. Not on Margaret Ludociel, but we are still very close. We are definitely in this if we get the right cards.
Margaret is gonna have to hold on to everything we can do. It's gonna be okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright, so let's take a look here. I got a little too trigger happy the first time. Alright, so
the first thing we notice, look at the left side, his defensive stats.
500 bonus. So you're not really doing anything to this bad boy without that strike card. So
yeah, so what Power Strike does is it'll ignore that and allow us to cleave through anyways. So now the question is, do we use
a level 2.
Level 1s or a level 2?
That's hard. I think we want to go with 2 level 1s.
I agree.
Let's go there. Combine those 2. And then I guess we'll just check off.
I think we need to try to kill him this turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, wish us luck.
Nope.
53. Maybe some crits. Nope.
Nice try.
And yep, ignores defense, but still not enough. I don't
know, man.
Are we dead yet?
I think we're dead.
I think we have one more turn. Might be maybe being optimistic. Alright, and you know, as much as we love Liz, if she doesn't make it through the next turn,
she's the one that there we
that's
go.
fine.
Oh, she's done.
What a tank.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, I think we just have to go for it here because he's getting his ultimate no matter what next turn.
It's
do or die.
Do or die.
We still have that last turn of the Margaret Ludociel's buff. Chat, do we have this? This is the closest we've ever been. I don't.
We tried.
If we got one more Power Strike, we might have been able to do it.
RNG was not on our side this time.
So this turn we have recovery disable as well, so we won't even be able to recover.
Sit there and
even if it doesn't
stare at the camera while you watch us die. It's okay. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Like it's no joke.
But honestly, I'm excited for this kind of stuff.
Oh hey.
We're not dead. We have a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
We have one more chance.
Okay. The good news is if Sariel survives, I almost would have been okay if Ludociel would have died, but
okay.
That's okay.
No. Okay. I think we need the buff here.
Yeah, we have the buff.
And I think I don't think the cleave will do any damage. Will it?
The defense is gone.
So. Oh, if Sariel survives, we have ultimate.
We do. So let's just take a look. So that's gone. So now we have boosted attack.
That is true. What do you think?
I think we have to try for. Let's go this route.
Okay.
Here.
All right, Captain.
It's been great.
We are so close. No, 1,000 damage.
Okay, but
if he survives.
If he survives.
Oh no, he's targeting him. 46.
There's a chance.
Attack the table, but
that's okay. I think we have.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
Arrow, I think we beat it.
Are you ready for this? All right, let's just load it up.
I can't watch, but I need to. We. Woo! Oh my
Ladies
goodness.
and gentlemen, you've witnessed it here. This is the first time we've beat this on camera.
Off camera as well.
Oh, off camera too, yeah, technically. There we go.
Alright, let's look at these rewards.
So we got a wind source. Magnificent of Valhalla.
I am flustered. I am excited. We did it.
We did it.
We thought it was over, the third phase.
Yeah, I gave up.
I think we both did. I think you all did too. But like any great anime,
We came through the end.
we came through at the end.
We stuck through, we persevered, and we won the battle. Well,
I
I think with that being said, we should move on before we have to, endure any more of this crazy giant bird battle.
I agree, but I have one more thing to say. I'm looking forward to keep on challenging this. I am inspired. This was the first stage. There's still 2 more to go, and if you look at the screen now, 2 of our units are gone. So if we challenge the second stage right now,
Yeah.
we have no chance. So while we were able to beat this first one, there's still a lot to improve on, a lot to get better at, and a lot more strategies to be had.
It's true. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. And with that, let's move on. It looks like the loot we earned from that fight will allow us to eventually unlock the new holy relics.
Whoa. Shall we take a look at some of these epic weapons? It would appear that there are a select number of heroes who are blessed with this holy relic.
You can now craft holy relics for the following units: Purgatory Bond, Undead Brawler Bond, Adventurer Bond, Awakened Lilia, Mage Lilia, Tweed God, Jillian, and Alioni.
Now, you will have to farm for these required materials. In the previously mentioned demonic beast battle, I'd like to say we're the first to tell you, but we're likely the second. Be prepared to grind for these rare items. The rewards, though, are surely worth it.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are.
I'm up for the challenge, so.
Hopefully I am as well. Up next, the star of the show, Ragnarok, Fate of the Gods.
But let's not take our word for it. Let's let this epic trailer speak for itself.
原初の巨人は殺されて、その死体から世界は作られた。
神々の力壊され。
神話に伝わる代物とは同等の力を持つ存在。それは神ってやつかもしれないな。
That was pretty intense. I don't know what you think.
Man, you know what I think? I think you call everything intense.
What can I say? I like the word. I'm not going to stop using it.
And I don't think you should. It's definitely, I think, your catchphrase.
Intense.
Everything. But in reality, Ragnarok, Fate of the Gods, that trailer, for me, it left me with more questions than answers, and that's something I'm looking forward to. I don't know what's going to happen.
I couldn't agree more. I am looking forward to Brunhild's story because I want to know where she fits in with the existing world of Ragnarok. Is she a friend or foe? Is she going to help the Sins? Because so far most people are kind of not into the idea of magic abilities or demons or other monsters, as they might call it. But I definitely want to see where the story goes and unfolds from here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. All I know is that Brunhild is quite the powerful person, and
I wouldn't want to mess with her at all.
no, I wouldn't really want to mess with any of the Sims, considering
That's true.
my lack of magical powers. Maybe that's why all the villagers and the townspeople are afraid. You know, it's the common theme of humans are afraid of things that are more powerful than them and things they can't control.
And our combat class probably isn't that high. No offense to us.
Yes, we're probably weaker than the chicken on the cards.
Are we stronger than Hawk, though?
I don't think anyone's stronger than Hawk.
You have a point there.
Alright, well, we don't have to wait for long for Ragnarok Fate of the Gods, just a couple of days.
That's true.
Shall we move on?
Let's. For all the knights out there who have completed Chapter 1 of Ragnarok, we have a little trivia for you, and it could mean rewards.
The question of the day is, what is Brunhild's blood type?
Is it?
Let's see if you were paying attention earlier.
Okay, no. The real question of the day is, what is the name of Sigurd's sword? But I like that question anyway, so we are going to keep it.
Please find the link to our survey/trivia in the chat for some chance to win some rewards. But next up, we'd like to share a couple in-game events with you that are coming. The first being the Ragnarok Roulette Wheel.
You don't say.
I do.
During the event period, you can get Ragnarok Commemorative Coin 2 items by clearing select stages in the game. These events will help you earn some fancy rewards. They can be redeemed via the Ragnarok Roulette Wheel.
These rewards include Super Awakening coins, SSR pendants, card packs, and more.
I sure do like those card packs. Haven't got the chicken though.
Me neither.
The second event we're announcing is the return of the Diamond Consumption rewards.
That's right, Errol. You can get some great rewards, like Awakening coins and costume enhancement materials, for spending diamonds however you so please.
I'm gonna spend them on maybe some new costumes, we'll see.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but let's move on.
Yes.
Well, that's all we have for today, dear knights. But before we go, I would like to personally thank Amazing YT for updating his waifu tier list and putting myself, Cameron E. Lott, as the top. I know this was a couple months ago, but it has been that long since the last Boar Hat Forecast. So once again, thank you for stepping up to the challenge, Amazing YT. Keep up the great work.
And to all the other content creators out there tuning in, please feel free to interact in your own way, and maybe we can shout you out or even collaborate with you next time. As well, we did see your last video, Nagato, and we are sorry to say our Twitter handles are unfortunately confidential at this time. If you would like to reach us, tweet at the official 7DS Grand Cross Twitter.
Well, with that being said, thank you very much for joining us for our third edition of the Boar Hat Forecast. We always love interacting with you all and appreciate your passion when it comes to the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross.
It's true.
We hope you enjoyed the show, and we look forward to giving you the latest updates coming to the kingdom next time.
Wait. We almost forgot an important detail.
First up, the coupon code we promised at the beginning of the stream. The coupon code is 70S Fate of the Gods. You can visit the website in the video description to claim the rewards. Secondly, there will be another link provided to answer the quiz questions featured earlier. Be sure to enter your in-game name and Netmarble ID for a chance to receive some extra rewards.
Thank you once again, Knights, and be sure to log in daily to collect those awesome rewards. I'm Errol.
And I'm Cameron Lott, wishing you luck on your journey ahead.